Moowis by Johnston Schoolcraft. Read by Frank Blissett. There was a village full of Indians, and a noted belle, or Mama-da-go-kwa, was living there. A noted beau, or Mama-da-go-nin-ni, was there also. He and another young man went to court this young woman, and laid down beside her when she scratched the face of the handsome beau. He went home and would not rise till the family prepared to depart, and he would not then arise. They then left him, as he felt ashamed to be seen even by his own relations. It was winter, and the young man, his rival, who was his cousin, tried all he could to persuade him to go with his family, for it was now winter, but to no purpose, till the whole village had decamped and gone away. He then rose and gathered all the bits of clothing and ornaments of beads and other things that had been left. He then made a coat and leggings of the same, nicely trimmed with the beads, and the suit was fine and complete. After making a pair of moccasins, nicely trimmed, he also made a bow and arrows. He then collected the dirt of the village, and filled the garments he had made, so as to appear as a man, and put the bow and arrows in its hands, and it came to life. He then desired the dirt image to follow him to the camp of those who had left him, who, thinking him dead by this time, were surprised to see him. One of the neighbors took in the dirt man and entertained him. The belle saw them come, and immediately fell in love with him. The family that took him in made a large fire to warm him, as it was winter. The image said to one of the children, "Sit between me and the fire, it is too hot." And the child did so. But all smelt the dirt. Some said, "Someone has trod on and brought in dirt." The master of the family said to the child sitting in front of the guest, "Get away from before our guest. You keep the heat from him." The boy answered, saying, "He told me to sit between him and the fire." In the meantime, the belle wished the stranger would visit her. The image went to his master, and they went out to different lodges, the image going as directed to the belle's. Towards morning, the image said to the young woman, as he had succeeded, "I must now go away." But she said, "I will go with you." He said, "It is too far." She answered, "It is not so far but that I can go with you." He first went to the lodge where he was entertained, and then to his master, and told him of all that had happened, and that he was going off with her. The young man thought it a pity she had treated him so, and how sadly she would be punished. They went off, she following behind. He left her a great way behind, but she continued to follow him. When the sun rose high, she found one of his mittens and picked it up, but to her astonishment found it full of dirt. She, however, took it up and wiped it, and going on further, she found the other mitten in the same condition. She thought, "Fie, why does he do so?" thinking he dirtied in them. She kept finding different articles of his dress on the way all day in the same condition. He kept ahead of her till towards evening, when the snow was like water, having melted by the heat of the day. No signs of her husband appearing, after having collected all the clothes that held him together, she began to cry, not knowing where to go, as their track was lost, on account of the snow's melting. She kept crying, "Moowis has led me astray," and she kept singing and crying, "Moowis neen giwani winnig, ni wani winnig." That was Moowis by Johnston Schoolcraft, read by Frank Blissett.